press record, and it plays.
And we go.
And we go. Welcome, everyone, to Hecate's Doorway. I am your host, Brandon, with
Gabriel.
And today we will be talking about the Beast of Gevaudan.
Ooh. Spooky.
There's not a lot to go on this as far as I can tell. It's really hard to look into this. Maybe I just suck at researching. I don't know.
You both do.
But from everything I could find, we have a little script laid out here we'll go through. So let's just jump into it.
Ooh.
Skinny dip. Alright, so the Beast of Gevaudan was an unknown animal or multiple animals that terrorized the surrounding town of Gevaudan, France from 1764 to 1767. No one still knows who or what it was. There's a million different theories as to what it was. Maybe not a million, but there's a lot.
Yeah.
And we will kind of dive into that at the end of this. There's anything from a lion that got out of someone's zoo to a pack of wolves to even a man dressed as a wolf. But like I said, we will get into that towards the end. But for now, let's start at the beginning.
Nice. The first attack was sometime in April of 1764. A young woman was tending to her cattle when the beast attacked. According to her, and later, according to the testimonies of others, the beast was around the size of a calf or a broad chest. Its mouth was full of long canine-like teeth, and it had a shaggy reddish mane with a dark line of fur running down its spine like a hyena. But thanks to some of the larger bulls on the herd standing between her and the beast, the creature was scared away and she survived the attack.
So basically, this is, like I said, this is kind of the part where it's hard to do the research on this because I couldn't find who this one person was. And half of these, you really don't even know if it was that or not. Whatever it was. Yeah, pretty much.
No actual documentation of any kind.
Not really. I mean, it took quite a while before the king even took any of this seriously. But yeah, so that description definitely doesn't sound like a wolf.
Yeah.
But who knows? Again. So after that, the first officially recorded attack and the first death was on June 30th. 14-year-old, and I'm going to butcher the fuck out of all of these names.
Me too.
I believe Jean Boulet. Jean Boulet, like the first victim, was tending her flock, or not flock, but her herd. And that's kind of the reoccurring thing with all of these, is it's pretty much everyone just going out. I'm assuming it's because they're all alone and they're on the edge of whatever land these herds are at.
Easily picked off.
Yeah. So she was out there doing the same thing as the first one, except this time her bulls didn't really defend her, and her mangled body was discovered outside of the town later. Her throat was ripped out, which I believe is kind of the reoccurring thing with all these, is their throats were ripped out. At first, I saw some stuff that said they weren't eaten and it was just their throats ripped out, but then I found other ones where it said that their bodies were eaten, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the first official, quote-unquote, official recorded attack and the first death.
Yeah, as far as we know. As far as we've been able to tell.
Alright.
Sometime about a month later, another victim of the beast was found. A 15-year-old girl with her body horribly mutilated was discovered near Pylorant.
Pulorant? I don't know.
Alright. I hope I said that right. I doubt it.
Probably not.
She was barely clinging to life when she was discovered. I was only able to give a brief description of what had done this to her. Before she succumbed to her injuries and passed away, she described the very beast that was first reported. Well, not really reported, but the first encounter with the beast that the other girl had. Looked almost exactly the same. People then started to entertain the possibility of a monster truly walking among them. Probably like some kind of werewolf or some other thing like that, because this is back in the 17th century.
Yeah.
And there was plenty of superstition.
Oh, yeah. This is actually how I discovered this case, like, fucking years ago, and I was a fucking, like, 14-year-old nerd going through the library looking at fucking werewolf books.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, it probably wasn't a fucking werewolf. It was probably Danny DeVito.
Dan DeVito.
Dan DeVito.
Oh, Dan DeVito. Such a good man.
So now we're in September. Now, let's see. The village of... I really should have, like, Google translated how to say a lot of these before we did this. Near the village of Laval, another shepherd was attacked. This time it was a boy, and they found his half-eaten remains outside of the village. Now, the state of most of these victims, and for clarity, every time we list a victim, it's not one after the other. There is supposedly a lot in between all of these. These are just the most well reported, so there were deaths in between the last one and this one.
There's just no way of telling what caused them or what killed them.
Yeah, I had to jump ahead a little bit just for clarity's sake. Wolf attacks were a huge thing in Europe all over at this time, so it's hard to say, but from what they said, I lost my spot.
Right there. That's your spot.
Oh, this is going to be so heavily edited.
It's okay. It's our first episode.
Right. Okay, so yeah, the state of the victims supported the fact that not only was this beast incredibly strong, maybe stronger than the average wolf, but it also seemed to like to toy with its prey before killing it, much like a cat. And this reason may also go into one of the theories that we'll touch on later as to why this wasn't just a wolf. One of the other things that they all suspected is that this was more than just one creature, because, like I said, there was a lot of killings going on between the ones that we're listing here, and they spread all over this area, which made it kind of difficult to say that this was just one thing, because the killings were kind of just everywhere. There's no way one creature could kill this many things all over in these short of times, because they're coming on one after the other, from what I can see, of course.
Yeah.
18th century France wasn't as well documented out in the sticks. All right.
Though the killings do seem a bit out of the norm for a wolf or even a wolf pack, we do have to take into consideration the fact that wolves attacked throughout Europe were very frequent during this time. It's estimated that that tens of thousands of Europeans met their end by that of a wolf attack. And while it seems like the conditions of the victim remains seem out of character for a wolf, not so sure I'd say it's impossible, and aside from that, I'm sure we all know that the effect hysteria and rumors have on reported facts and history itself. Much like the case of people such as Elizabeth Bathory, Bathory?
Bathory.
Alright. Or Gilius de Rios.
Gilles de Reyes.
Gilles de Reyes.
I think.
Chills.
Chills. But yeah, this is kind of what I was touching on is that
who we be giving a covering later on in the future episodes.
Mm.
Hopefully.
Oh yeah, hopefully this doesn't suck and we bomb.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's okay. It's the first episode. We'll make it work.
We'll make it work.
Yeah.
We'll make it work. We'll suck off whoever we have to get this out there.
So the last sucking being done.
But that's kind of what I was touching on is that there's just a shitload of wolf attacks during this time, like fucking, at least from what I could see, and then as well as like Gabe just said, hysteria and rumor can take anything and twist it around, especially pre-internet age and pre-camera age, when all you have to go on is I saw this and I heard that. So who knows if anyone actually did see some giant red-furred fucking maw mouth monster, if it was just a big wolf.
Yeah. Just a bit someone pretending to be one, dressing up as one, or someone that thought they were a werewolf.
That is one of the theories. I assume just because of the sheer fucking ravaged condition of the bodies, must have been out of character for a wolf.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're going to get into our local hero. On January 12th, 1765. I believe his name is Jacques Portefeuille. I don't know. I am not French, obviously.
Neither of us.
Jack was out with his friends, I think it was about 7 of them, when the Beast, or reportedly the Beast, came out to attack them. They all ganged up on him, however, him, her, it. And they were able to actually drive off the Beast. And the news of what him and his friends did got to the king, King Louis the...
15th?
15th? I think so. Yeah, 15th.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
God, there's a lot of Louis.
Yep.
But, yeah.
Keep it in the family.
Oh, yeah, God.
Keep it in the family.
Oh, they kept it in the family. Fucking hunchback kings. What are you talking about? I'm the picture of health. My mom fucked my dad, and my dad fucked his grandma.
Oh, man, that's a whole other topic.
Oh, God, yeah. But no, the word got back to the king, or whoever was reporting to the king, or I don't know how that stuff works, that this boy fought off said beast. And by this time the word of these attacks have been making their way up to the king, and the king, for whatever reason, decided that young Jack deserved free education and a shitload of money. I don't know exactly what they, I think it was called herbs or something like that at the time. It was 300. I don't know what the fuck that translates to in today's money, but it seems like a lot.
Seeing back then they used minerals as their currency, like actual gold and silver and whatnot.
Right.
It'd probably be worth a lot.
Probably, maybe. Who the fuck knows? Yeah. And unfortunately, we, for the next person, she was not so lucky. Not that she didn't fight off the beast, because she did. Mary Jean, I think her name was walking with her younger sister when the beast attacked her. And just like Jack, she was able to fight it off. I think she had a spear or a pike or something, wounded it, and it ran away. Unfortunately, for some reason, she didn't get any of that. In 1995, she got a statue put up of her. Hundreds of years after she fucking died.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I wonder why.
Why did they not give a poor girl what she deserved?
I don't even think women got education back then, did they?
Nope.
No, I don't think so.
They treated them like shit, for the most part.
What?
I guess not every time, but yeah.
Yeah.
Depends on your status.
I mean, we're just making assumptions here. Who knows exactly why she didn't get anything? I don't even know why Jack got something in the first place.
I'm not sure if I'm willing to believe that even with 7 of them, they were able to fight off a beast such as that big. Because I'm pretty sure the beast would have just ripped them all apart.
That is one thing that I've kind of noticed. Is some of the accounts are a little off. Because on one hand, you have a girl who's tending to her flock of cattle, and it doesn't give a shit, and it just rips her apart. The other time, or I guess the first time, you got the beast tucking tail and running because of a couple big bulls. So it seems like maybe, just maybe, this was just a bunch of fucking wolves.
Maybe.
Who knows? That's what the fucking Illuminati wants you to think.
Okay.
I don't think Illuminati gives a fucking shit about the fucking beast.
Not unless they made it.
No. Well, I'm pretty sure this is like way, way before. Was this even before like the fucking, what were those guys called?
Freemasons?
Yeah, was this pre-Freemason? I didn't even think to look into
I'm
that.
not sure. I think the Freemasons was... No.
I think they would have been around this time because there was like Freemason shit in like early America, and this is 1700s, so
Yeah.
maybe. Now, as we said, by this time the deaths in Gevaudan have reached Louis.
Oh shit!
Oh, what?
So Freemasons, they're founded in 1717.
Oh, okay. All right, Alex Jones.
I just have to quickly check because I was curious.
Yeah, no, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about the conspiracy possibilities of unleashing a fucking...
Though they were founded in England, not France.
England, France, close enough, right? Kinda. I don't know. Maybe.
Geography-wise, yeah, not too far apart.
Yeah, pretty close. I don't know. I suck at fucking maps. Alright, so as I said, by this point, the king and all of his people have heard about this, and I guess after coming off of the 100 Years' War, it didn't look too good for one of France's villages to be fucking ravaged by some unknown beast. So he decides to step in. First thing he does is he sends in, mouthful. I don't even know if I'm going to try to say this, but he sends in professional wolf hunters, father and son duo. All right, here we go. I don't even know if I want to try this.
Let's do it.
Jean Charles Marc Antoine Vaume de Eneva. I think I had a stroke.
Exquisite.
And his son, Jean Francois.
Sorry to any French listeners or descendants of the French. Never thought I had to say that.
You ever thought we'd have to apologize to the French?
No.
There's a first for everything, I guess.
Yep.
So, Mr. Longname and his son come down there. They bring in 8 bloodhounds trained to track wolves, and for the next 4 months, they go on a hunting spree after all the Eurasian wolves, who obviously they thought it was a wolf problem, because I don't think they're going to come down to what I assume is the sticks of France. I might be totally wrong. Hearing a bunch of locals say that there's some fucking chimera and believe them, so they probably think it's wolves. But after 4 months, the killings don't stop, they don't slow down, and Louis switches them out for... Oh boy, here we go again. He switches them out for Lieutenant Francois Antoine. That sounds incredibly wrong.
Yeah, pretty sure it is.
I think next episode, I'm definitely going to have to spend a good hour learning pronunciations before we jump into this, because there is quite a bit of those on the next episode as well.
What's the next one?
Next episode is Elizabeth Bathory.
Ooh,
maybe. So he sends in his lieutenant and a small army to try and solve this, because Mr. Longname Wolf Hunter wasn't doing anything. And then,
I mean, they were killing a bunch of wolves, sadly.
Yeah, I think this is probably, if anything, one of the big parts of why wolves are all endangered species now.
Yeah.
Yeah, woo. Sad times.
I love wolves.
Who doesn't love a fucking wolf? Come on. If you don't like wolves, stop it. Get some help.
Motherfucker. I guess this podcast didn't be riddled with memes.
Did you think it wouldn't be?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So soldiers come down, and obviously, I mean, I don't know too much about the 100 Years' War. It's probably something I should have looked into as well, but, you know, I know they lost.
Yep.
And the townspeople weren't too happy with soldiers coming into their town after all that. Even though they're trying to hunt down the beast, I guess they just didn't had like zero faith in them. I don't know.
You kind of assume something else is going on.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if there was like a serial killer going around and the fucking Marines came in, no one would really be like, oh, good.
Yeah.
This is great.
And this is a cult of serial killers.
Oh, that ended well, Waco.
Shit.
No, so they pretty much don't help them at all. And I guess either because of the lack of help or because they were going scorched earth, they just claimed open season on every wolf. So anytime anyone saw a wolf, it was dead.
That's why there's no wolves in France.
God, honestly, probably. I mean, they took down over like 100 while they were there. I don't know quite how long, probably a couple months. That does seem like a lot of fucking wolves.
Yep.
And then twice they killed some abnormally large wolves. The first time, Lieutenant, I'm not going to pronounce his name again, killed one, sent it back. It was pretty big. I think it said somewhere that he even went after its mate and their cubs. I don't know. I guess he must have done some fucking wolf tracking or something, but he went after them. He killed them too. He said the cubs were like larger than the female.
Damn.
Who knows if that was true?
Probably not.
Probably not, because after he sent it back, nothing happened. Because after that first killing on September 20th or 21st. Oh, no, never mind. I'm reading the wrong one. That's when he killed the wolf.
Wait a second.
Look at me getting my fuck. Oh.
You got those notes wrong.
I looked at my notes wrong. No, September is when he killed said wolf that he sent back, saying there was the big one. And he said, quote, "We declare by the present signed report from our hand, we never saw a wolf that could be compared to this one. Hence, we believe this could be the fearsome beast that caused so much damage." And I could have done a French accent there, but I decided not to. I've already sounded like a total asshole this whole time.
Yeah.
Why would I add more spice to that soup?
Probably a good thing. It's okay. Next time.
Next. I will do some great accents next time.
Oh, such good
some
accents.
Great. Definitely won't do any Slavic accents. Why would I do that? Why would I do that?
That said, even with the ridiculous number of dead wolves, including this big boy, the killings go on completely unaffected. But the local hunter, John Chisholm, said enough and sets out to take matters into his own hands. Yeah, shotgun?
Yeah, there's shotguns back then, right?
Though whatever Chisholm ended up killing doesn't make it back. Wait, what?
Yeah. So he
ends up killing doesn't make it back to Paris for examination without extreme decay due to the summer heat. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he shoots the second big one, and then they wrap it up and whatever, and they take it all the way back to Paris. But because it's fucking hot, the thing fucking rots on the way there. And I guess no one decided to look at it before they took it over. So by the time it gets over there, they're like, time to see what this thing is. And they open it up and it's fucking rot.
Oh, the smell.
I mean, this is 18th century Paris. I'm pretty sure the whole fucking place reeks. Just kidding. Actually, no, it probably would.
Yeah, no, because they didn't have plumbing, so.
No, this is like when they threw shit buckets out their fucking.
Yeah.
The good old days when. When you had to.
Below.
Never mind looking out for bird shit. You gotta work out for your fucking neighbor's shit.
Tommy, is that you?
God damn it, Tommy!
Told you, I walk through here every Tuesday.
I just cleaned this suit.
Like, I know, bitch. I know.
Oh boy. To be alive back then.
Alright. It's said that whatever he did kill was put down with a silver bullet.
Allegedly.
I'm pretty sure any kind of bullet would bring down any kind of beast.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter if it's silver lined or not. And I'm also pretty sure that's a thing that was added later. Because I don't even know if silver bullets were like a trope of werewolves this time. I'm pretty sure werewolves were like a thing people believed in, but I feel like the silver bullet thing was added a lot later.
Yeah, probably.
Silver
bullets are really expensive.
Yeah, not to mention, I think they, aside from my, shotgun noise, I'm pretty sure they only had like muskets back then. They might have had like pistols too, but
short pistols, blunder pistols, or whatever they're called.
Blunderbuss, I think, is that what it is, or am I thinking of fucking something else?
Maybe I think we're thinking of pirates.
This is pirate time, isn't it?
Yeah, true. Pirates are everywhere though. They were throughout the entire history. Granted, that was more likely something added much later on for the silver bullet thing. Oh, I already said that. Though to his credit, the killing did stop after his kill. Oh.
Yeah, so this might have been the thing that we were all looking for. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, apparently they did stop after this. I don't know. I mean, it could also be that they killed like fucking 200 wolves.
Yeah, and what wolf was there probably left the area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, could be it. Or if it wasn't a wolf, maybe whatever they killed is it. But yeah, after he kills this unknown creature, the killings do stop, or at least they slow down to the point where it's not obvious that these are all the same killing.
Almost 100 bodies now.
Yeah. 113 dead, apparently.
Oh, shit.
49 injured.
And among the dead, 98 were found partially eaten. So it was a hungry thing.
It was
wasn't just killing for sport. It was hungry.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was killing for sport. It would just rip out their necks and just leave them there.
Well, that's what I was talking about earlier. From everything I could find, there was like conflicting reports. Like some of them said that they weren't being eaten and they were only having their throats ripped out. Others said they were being found eaten. Again, it could be two separate things. The eaten ones could be a whole different thing. Who knows?
Yeah.
This is a very well-researched episode.
To the best of our abilities.
There's actually not a lot on this. I mean, I'm surprised I stumbled upon this when I was younger. I don't even remember where. I think it was just some kind of werewolf book.
Yeah.
Or something. But yeah, I tried really hard. Like there's a book I was reading. There's a couple books, but they mostly all say the same thing. There's not too much like official documentation on this. I just thought it was a very, very interesting story. All right, so where did we leave off? 98 partially eaten.
And with that, the Beast of Gevaudan comes to an end.
Apparently.
And so does our story about the beast.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the end. And then I guess we'll take this time to kind of go over the theories. Like I said, the main theories that I saw were anything from a pack of wolves to some kind of like, they said mutated wolf. I don't really know what mutated wolf. I don't think it was an X-Men wolf, but probably like a wolf with like fucking rabies or something. Anything from that. There was someone's private zoo escapee thrown around. Like a lot of the descriptions kind of sound like a lion. And I don't know if people in France, in like rural France at 1700s would know what a lion looks like. I assume they would. But I've seen some things, people saying that a lot of people might not have known. But yeah, no, there was lion escapee, kind of also the whole playing with the food thing. The stripe down the back makes me think hyena. I have no idea what a fucking hyena, but I mean, I guess if you get a lion, you get a hyena too. So that also plays into the zoo escapee. And of course, there's, the wooey. It could have been a werewolf, even though werewolves don't really exist.
Sadly. I want one.
I want one. Mommy, can I get a werewolf?
you imagine that bee having a wolf either as a pet or as a best friend?
What if when it turns into a human, he's just like, can I get off this fucking leash now? No, turn back into a werewolf, goddammit. That's not how it works.
I guess it also depends on what type of werewolf.
Yeah, as long as it's not one of those fucking True Blood, fucking Twilight ones. I hate those werewolves. Oh. I'm just going to take a section here to talk about how much I fucking hate when werewolves are just giant wolves.
Those are dire wolves.
I fucking hate that. It's so stupid.
They're like regular wolves, but dire.
Dire.
To anyone that knows that reference. Yep.
And then, of course, the last possibility, or I guess not the last one, there's two more. There's, we talked about serial killer, which is kind of crazy. I mean,
is it really though?
If it wasn't, like, if it was like a smaller number, because there is a shitload. Like I said, like we just said, there's like over 100 bodies. That is a huge number, and as something I've realized, and something we might or might not touch on later, when a ancient serial killer is reported to have hundreds of bodies, it's normally not true.
Yeah, true.
And so I don't know. Serial killer might be kind of out of the works, but so does, there's the last one is attack dog. I guess serial killer, but instead of dressing up like a wolf, you have an attack dog.
I mean, the MO is almost the same. Throat ripped out, body partially eaten. Could have been some of this cannibalism.
Yeah, that is true. I don't know. I mean,
it's taking place after the 100-Year War. So there's a lot of people that went through a lot of fucked up stuff with very traumatic mental illness that had no way of getting help.
No, that is true. I don't know. I mean, anything if we're going on more non fact-based theories, I guess that one might make sense. I don't know.
I do know of this one report back during the late, I can't remember if it was 17 or 18s, but I remember reading and watching a documentary about werewolves. Supposedly there was this one woman that was able to make this kind of like herbal remedy that if she ever placed it on your skin, it would make you believe you would turn into a werewolf.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about the fact that lycanthropy is actually like a mental illness. Yeah. I did not even think about that.
So I mean, that could be a thing too.
That could be. I mean, and I guess we also did mention the fact that all of the 100+ bodies may or may not have been the same thing.
Yeah.
Because there's reports of eaten and not eaten and then just missing.
Yeah, true.
So, I mean, who knows? Maybe this was some guy with lycanthropy running around in a fucking wolf skin. Yeah. And then a lot of the eaten bodies might have just been regular ass wolf attacks.
True.
That not a bad theory.
It could also be someone trying to take away the land and animals from other people. Just bunch of neighbor. That
is true. I didn't really look into that. I don't think like the crown came in and like did anything with the land, but if they had came in and like did something with the land later, you could say that this was all staged.
True. Conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy. There's going to be plenty of those coming up.
Anything else? Or
I think that's it for this one. This is going to be a short one, but our next episode, or our next series, is going to be a 3-parter.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. So Elizabeth Bathory is coming next, and it will be a 3-parter.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Oh yeah, it's going to be very fun. Very bloody, very sexy. Ooh. Actually, I don't know, probably not sexy.
Alright, well, that's been our podcast, Hecate's Doorway.
Thank you. Anyone who listened, all 3 of you.
If that.
If that.
It's the first episode. We probably sound like shit.
I will upload this and probably check all of the spots like every 10 minutes and see the 0 staying there.
Yeah, with probably one comment saying, you guys suck.
I listened to the first 3 minutes of this and it sucked. I can't blame you. This does suck.
Yeah, it's okay. We had fun.
Yeah, that's all that matters, right?
True. Have fun and whatever you do. Just don't go around trying to kill people.
I was going to say, unless you're like raping people, then
don't do that.
maybe don't do that, even if you're having fun.
Yeah, that's It's a cruel fun. Alright, well,
Well,
have a good day. Blessed be.
hail Satan.
That too.